Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jasa, and today we're going to be talking about the Sephora Savings Event. It starts next week on October 31st. The Sephora collection is going to be 30% off. Rouge members get 20% off, and then VIB and Insider don't get to shop until November 4th, but VIB members get 15% off and then insiders get 10% off. So today we're going to be talking about my favorite products, things that I've repurchased, things I recommend to my friends and family, products that I absolutely love. So let's get into it. Starting with skin prep, my favorite skin prep product is the Ilia, the Face Base Milk. This is a hydrating milky toner. It adds a lot of hydration to the skin, but it also adds a little bit of a tackiness, so I feel like anything you put on top of it lasts way longer. It is a little pricey, but if you can get it during the Sephora sale and get a little bit of a savings, I feel like it's definitely worth it. Next up, we have the Say Glowy Super Gel. I've repurchased this so many times. I think now I've repurchased it around 5 times. I always have a travel size in my travel makeup bag. It's one of those products that I don't do my makeup without. It doesn't really help with the longevity of makeup, but it gives you the prettiest glow from within look, and I swear I can tell a difference when I use this versus when I don't. And for every day, I'm usually gravitating towards a really easy eyeshadow that I can just throw on. My favorites are cream eyeshadows that I can just blend out with a brush. They usually take a few seconds, and it looks like you put way more effort into your look than you did. The ones that I've been loving recently are the Armani eye tints, and then the new Makeup by Mario cream eyeshadows. The Armani eye tints are really good. However, the Makeup by Mario I have noticed lasts way longer because it's way more of a pigmented formula that dries down to almost a powder. So I really like the Makeup by Mario, but the Armani eye tints are like a tried and true for me. I have multiple shades of it. And then when I want to just add a little bit more of something to my lids that's not just a matte, but I don't necessarily want something super shimmery, the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize eyeshadows are amazing. My favorite one right now is Oyster Pearl. It pairs really well with the Armani eye tints, but these products are just going to make it look like you put way more effort into your look than you did, and they literally take seconds to blend out. So if you're looking for something super quick and easy for every day, whether you want something quick for work, school, or whatever, I highly recommend these products. Moving on to complexion products, we have the Hourglass, the Skin Tint. This is one of those products that I absolutely love. I've repurchased it twice now. It just evens out my skin tone. I love how this looks on the skin. It's not heavy or cakey. It is light coverage, but for every day, I prefer that. So I really enjoy this product. And on days when I want a little bit more coverage, I'm reaching for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is really pretty on the skin. It's not overly glowy. It just looks very skin-like. It has enough coverage to where I notice a difference between wearing this versus just a skin tint. But I think that this foundation is a cult favorite for a reason. It's just absolutely stunning. Again, it's pricey. If you can get it on sale, I highly recommend. Going into my cream complexion products, I have 3 different bronzers to recommend just based off of your preferences. So starting with Makeup by Mario, their Skin Enhancer and then their Serum Bronzer are really good if you're looking for something that's light coverage, that's not going to be too heavy on the skin and blends out to look really skin-like. The Serum Bronzer is going to be a lot more of a lightweight consistency than the Skin Enhancer, but the Skin Enhancer is still a balmy texture, so it blends out really gorgeous. And I think if you're a beginner or you're just looking for something for every day, you're gonna love both of these products. And for a cream bronzer that's way more pigmented but still blends out beautifully on the skin and looks very natural, we have the NARS Laguna Bronzer. I love this. I love the undertone of this. I love how it blends out and it looks very natural on the skin, but it does have more pigment in it than the Makeup by Mario bronzers. So this is good. Still for every day if you go in with a light hand, but it can be built up, and this has just been one of my favorites. Moving into cream blushes, I have a ton from Sephora that I absolutely love, but today I want to recommend a cream blush that I love because it's pigmented, it blends out easy. I reach for these all the time, and I've taken them traveling with me all year, and that's the Rhode Pocket Blush. The shades I have are Toasted Teddy, Tan Lines, and Plum. I love these shades for every day. I'll wear them by themselves, or I'll pair Toasted Teddy and Tan Lines together if I want a sun-kissed look. But Plum is really pretty too going into fall and winter. I think it's a really pretty berry tone on the cheeks, and a lot of people also wear these on the cheeks and on the lips, so it's kind of a versatile product. Moving into concealers, I have really dry under eyes, so a lot of makeup products look really dry under my eyes, so a lot of the full coverage concealers don't really work for me. One that I absolutely love is the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. This is very natural on the under eyes, but it covers what I need it to cover. It never looks heavy or cakey. It's a creamy consistency, so I feel like it works really well underneath my eyes. If you're wanting your makeup to last all day, you go in with all of your cream products, set them, and then you go in with your powder products. So we're moving in to all of the powder products that I love. And to set underneath the eyes, I absolutely love the Hourglass Loose Setting Powder. This doesn't get heavy underneath my eyes. It blurs everything out and sets it in place. I repurchased this probably 2 to 3 times at this point, and it's just a staple in my makeup routine. I like to pair a cream blush with a powder blush. So these are my recommendations for blushes that I think pair really well with the Rhode Pocket blushes. Starting with tan lines, if you like tan lines, I like pairing it with the Sephora blush in Self-Made. I think that this is a really pretty formulation for a blush, and I don't hear many people talking about it, and during the sale, you get 30% off. Now for Toasted Teddy, I personally really like pairing the House Labs French Rosette with Toasted Teddy. I feel like it just makes a really pretty sun-kissed look on the skin. French Rosette isn't the same undertone as Toasted Teddy, but it just pairs perfectly with Toasted Teddy. If you like the shade Plum, I think you're really gonna like the Say Super Suede blush in Grazi. This is a beautiful formulation. It sits really well on the skin. It lasts all day. And I love this by itself or paired with other blushes. If you're wanting to invest in one product that has all of the powders you need, then the Hourglass Holiday Face Palettes are going to be the best option. I love these. I've repurchased a few of these in the past. They have blushes, bronzers, setting powders, and some also include highlighters in there. You're getting a great deal, and if you just want something that has everything in one, this is a great option. A product that's newer to me, but I've used every time I've done my makeup, is the one-sized Airbrushed setting powder. This is also a baked formulation. It's really pretty on the skin. I use it almost as a finishing powder, so after I'm done with my makeup, before I use setting spray, I'll just take a big fluffy brush and blend everything together, and I feel like it makes all of the products look seamless. And another product from One Size I've been obsessed with is the Powder Melt Setting Spray. This is amazing if you feel like your skin is looking too powdery, if you think that you put maybe a little too much setting powder on, you spray this, it melts all of the makeup into the skin and it just makes it look very airbrushed. So I'm obsessed with this. It also adds a tiny bit of a luminosity to the skin, but this is a product that I bought when it came out. I'm almost done with my first one and I will be repurchasing. Moving right along to lip products, I absolutely love lip products. So there's a lot in this category, so I'm gonna try to go through these as quick as possible. First up, we have lip liners. Makeup Forever has amazing lip liners. If you haven't tried them, they have a wide range of shades. I feel like the shades and the undertones are really pretty. I specifically love the shades Universal Earth, Versatile Chestnut, and Endless Cacao. Universal Earth has a little bit more of a red undertone to it, where Versatile Chestnut is more of that brown undertone, and then Endless Cacao is a really good cool toned lip liner option. If you're looking for a lip liner to contour the lips or just make them look a lot fuller, Endless Cacao is going to be your best friend. And I've seen people use Endless Cacao to contour the face with as well. So these products are kind of versatile. Another lip liner formula I really like is the Makeup by Mario lip liners. I specifically love the shade Spiced Chai. This is a really pretty fall and winter shade. And I also really like that Makeup by Mario pencil products have a brush on one end so you can smudge it out. So if you're looking for a really good lip liner option as well, Makeup by Mario is amazing. Moving into glosses, my favorite lip gloss formulation from Sephora is the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss. I really like the shade Maple and Cherry Vanilla, but this is a plumping lip gloss that isn't irritating. It's not going to burn the lips, but it does make them look way more juicy, and I love that. So I always have multiple shades of this lip gloss. And then we have the Hourglass Phantom Lip Balms. The best way to describe these is a lipstick mixed with a lip gloss. They have pigment to them, they're glossy, they're long lasting, and I really like these. The shades that I really like are Lure, Thrill, Impulse, and Rouge. but this is one of those products that you can throw in your purse, apply without a mirror, and it just looks good. So this is definitely one of those products. Again, it's a little pricey, but it's worth it if you can get it on sale. And then we have lip balms. I'm a huge lip balm girly. I always keep them in my purse. I wear them like a lip gloss, and two lip balms that I absolutely love are the Eden lip balm in the shade Fig Sauce, and then we also have the Ole Henriksen lip balm in the shade Cocoa Creme. Both of these are gorgeous for every day. Again, I keep these in my purse. I wear them by themselves or I pair them with a lip liner. They're gorgeous, hydrating, and your lips feel softer after you use these, so I highly recommend. In the last category, we have our lip tints. I just love applying a product in the morning and then still having color on my lips throughout the day. So my two favorite lip tints are the Benefit Dark Cherry Lip Tint. This is one that I put all over the lips, and again, it just wears beautifully throughout the day. And a more recent favorite of mine is the Huda Beauty Lip Stain, specifically in the shade Warm Brown. I've taken this traveling with me multiple times recently, and I applied it in the morning when I was getting ready. It was still on my lips when I got back to the hotel in the evening. So this is super long lasting. It didn't dry my lips out, and I really like the shades that they have in this lip stain. So if you're looking for a really good one, the Huda Beauty one is amazing. Just make sure when you do have it, you store it upside down. Those are all my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora sale. Let me know what you guys are picking up, and until next time, bye.